Hi everyone. I wanted to record a video in order to explain some details about our final examination. And rather than simply explain this live in class, I thought I would record a video. That way you can refer back to it later on. You'll be able to check the details tomorrow or next week or right before the exam, or just when you're curious about some details that you might not be sure about. You can come back to this video and go through it detail by detail, step by step. You can slow down the audio if you need to make it as clear as possible. So firstly, let's talk about what our final exams are going to be, and we'll talk about the scheduling for them, of when they will be. Each class will have different times, and I'm kind of making a class for every class. So the details of the specific dates will be available in the Cyber Campus, but I'll give you a general guideline of when the exams will be. And we're going to use some websites and a little bit of software for our exams that we didn't use before. So I want to introduce you to those websites and show you the registration process for each of them. It's very simple. They're each very simple, but you'll need to know how to do that in order to do the exams, which are very important. You'll need to do it to pass the class. Basically, they're as easy as signing up for Instagram or something like that. If you have email address, you're already ready to go. So let's go into some detail and let's discuss a little bit about how to do the final exam. So I'm going to bring up a document here that I've prepared, just like we do in class, and I'm going to zoom in here so we can read through this together. So I'll read through this and we'll discuss it in detail. So first is our speaking test. Our speaking test will be next week. Next week will be our speaking test. So week 14 will be our speaking test. That is to say, this week, our final week of lessons is week 13. Week 14 is our speaking test, and week 15 is the written test. So it's this week, speaking test, written test. And that will be how we finish our semester. So our speaking test, let's start with that. That will be next week. Our speaking final will be similar to our midterm exam. However, we're going to use a different website service called Flipgrid to submit the exams. You can see the link here, www.flipgrid.com. We're not going to post on the Cyber Campus because a lot of students were having some confusion with Dropbox, with YouTube, and so on. So we're going to use this central website called Flipgrid. I'm going to create a class section for each of our classes. So you will have your own class with all of your classmates in your class listed together, and you will post a video to that. How do you post to this website? Well, that's what I'm going to show you later. Keep in mind, Flipgrid is also an Android and iOS application that you can use to record and submit your video. What does that mean? It means that you don't have to use a computer. You can use your phone. You can even record your exam through your phone, and I'll show you how to do that if you don't want to use a PC or a notebook. So what are we going to do? I'll show you how to do this, but firstly, you will join the Flipgrid class through a code that I provide. You can use your Gachon email. I think you can just use your Gachon email, but you can also use Gmail, Hotmail, Naver.com, Dowm.net, Honmail.net. Any of these emails will be fine. Any of these emails will be fine. So if you're having problems with your Gachon email, you can use any of these to register as well. Okay, what are you going to do for your exam? You'll create and record a video that is 4.5 to 5 minutes long, a little shorter than our midterm exam, because the topic is going to be a little bit more limited. The topic will be based on Unit 6. The topic is, what difficulties do you have managing your life, and how do you overcome them? So you're going to talk about what we discussed in Unit 6. What common problems do you face? How do you deal with those problems? Very simple. And you'll talk about that. You don't need any special media, although if you want to, you can. You can make a video through your own media creator with PPTs and everything and submit that onto Flipgrid. You don't have to use the Flipgrid recording. You can make something more detailed if you want to, but that's not necessary. That's not necessary. So the video will be recorded and uploaded through the Flipgrid website or the Flipgrid application. So you'll post it through those, but you don't have to make it through those. You'll list your name in Korean or English, and the title of your video will be your student number. So your title of the video, where it says name, put your name. Where it says title, 학번, put your student number there. The grading will be similar to the midterm exam, 30 points for information quality, 30 points for presentation quality, 20 points for grammar, 10 points for pronunciation, 10 points for vocabulary. So 30, 60, 80, 90, 100 points. The deadline will be the end of class of our regular class time next week. So at the end of our regular class time for week 14. Please note that your video will not be visible to other students, so don't worry about this. Some Flipgrid activities are for the whole community and everybody can see it, but your exams will only be visible to me and I think to you as well after you submit it. But only I'll see it. Finally, next week, week 14, you are not required to log into WebEx. You are not required to log into WebEx. Week 14, uploading is your only requirement. Okay, so that is a bit about our speaking test. And in a moment, we will come to our written exam. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to sign up for Flipgrid. This is for our speaking exam. This is for the speaking test only. So I'm going to go to flipgrid.com and it's going to send you here to info.flipgrid.com. And I have an example code here. Don't use this code. This is only an example code to a fake class that I made. Just a test class. I call it test class. So not exam test class, but just example class. So it says enter a flip code. Enter a flip code. You can see that here, or you can push it up here. If you click this, it'll ask you to enter a code, or you can just enter it here. The code I've got here, this is just an example code, is leader 7433. If I click that, it'll say go to my grid, and it'll say log in with Google, log in with Google Microsoft. So I'm going to choose Microsoft here. I can choose Gmail, but I'm going to choose an old email address. Oh, excuse me. I said Hotmail. Just an old email address that I don't really use anymore. I'll enter my password. And then it sends me here. As we see, I'm here and I see the information about the test, and this is the exam page. Then I will click this. I will click this big green button here. I'll click this green button, and it says record a response. And then it will come to this screen, and I can either import a video, and I can drag and drop a video from somewhere else, or I can record the video here. It's my choice. I can import or I can retry. Right now I can't do it because I'm using my video camera to record this video for you. But if I were not using that, it would come to a recording screen. And this is how we make our video for the speaking exam, the Malagi Shihon. So that is how you post your video. Very simple, very simple. I told you also there is an application. There's an application. So if I go to the App Store and I type in Flipgrid, it's on iOS and it's on iOS and it's on Android. If I go to Flipgrid, I'll have to show you my phone here. Oh, excuse me. Let me make my screen a little bigger, easier to see. Here it is on the store. Will that focus? Come on, focus, focus. There we go, Flipgrid. And if I open that, I've already got it on my phone. It'll send me here. And then I can either enter the code there, or I can scan a QR code. I can scan a QR code. This is crazy easy, a crazy easy way. So I will, I've got this code here on my screen, and here I've got a QR code. This is just for the test. So I will click this scan QR code button, and my camera comes on. And then if I just take my phone, hold it up to my screen, boom, it sees the QR code that you're seeing on your screen, and suddenly I'm at that page. I'm at that page, and I can just push this button, and I can record my video. I can record my video through my phone. I can just hold it up and say, hello, professor, blah, 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 blah. And it's that easy. It is that easy to record your video. Now, when you're done recording, if I make a sample here, I'm recording right now, just for an example. I'll try and make this easy to see. So I come here. After I've recorded, I can record some more. I have 5 minutes to record, so it's recording. Then I come over here to advance, to go forward again. If I make a sample here, I'm recording right now, just for an example. I can record some more. And then it replays it back for me. I have 5 minutes to record, so it's recording. Okay. If I make a sample, then I go forward. It offers you to make a little title page selfie, so I can just like, what's up? Okay, there's my fantastic selfie. And then I click the advance arrow again. Boom. Now I make my name, Kevin Leader, where it says name, Kevin Leader. Try and get it focused there. And then where it says add a title, if you can read that. Sorry about the focus here. You can put your student number. So where it says add a title, there you go, add a title, Hakbon. So in this case, I can put like 20 whatever my Gachon University number is. I can put that there. And then submit. Boom. And when it asks me, it will submit. And boom, I've submitted a video. Congrats, Kevin L. And that's it. That's it. That is how you submit your midterm exam. Super easy. Okay. Now I'd like to move over and discuss and demonstrate the written exam. Okay. All right. Now we're going to discuss our written exam. And this is week 15. Week 15, Majimak, our last week of the semester. This is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from the last class. So again, final class this week that I'm posting the video, and then the speaking test week, and then the written exam week. So our written exam will be done online, not in the classroom. As I write here, this is unfortunate, but I thought it was necessary to reduce risk of COVID-19 exposure. Sorry, my dog's here. Hello. I'm a little grumpy. Basically, we could have done the exam in the classroom. I know it would be a little more convenient physically, but I didn't want to add unnecessary risk. If there's a 1% chance that me bringing all of you in might expose you to COVID-19, I don't want to do that. I don't want to risk any danger for you or for me, but mostly for you. So I wanted to see if we could do an online method, and I think this is going to work well. So we're going to be using a website called Schoology, Schoology, Schoology.com. You will register using a personal email address and join the class using a code that I provide. Again, I will demonstrate how to do this. On exam day, we will log into WebEx. So we will log into WebEx on the written exam day at the normal class time. I will take attendance as usual. Then I will open the test. Then I will make the test available for students. After doing this, when we all begin, you will have 1 hour to complete it. When you're done, you can submit it and you'll be ready to go. When you're done, you are free to go. One important note here. Your WebEx video must be on during the exam. Without video, you will not be allowed to take the exam. This is an important security issue. Cameras must remain on while you complete the test. If students are taking the exam without video, they will be stopped and not allowed to continue. This is very important for security purposes. I don't think individual students are going to cheat, but there is concern about that. Students have been very concerned about other students cheating. Nobody's specific. They just say, what if I study honestly and my classmates or someone else is secretly meeting together in groups and exchanging answers? Well, we cannot have that possibility. We cannot have that chance. And I want to give you guys assurance that that's not happening. So videos must remain on for security purposes while you take the test. Microphones off, but video on. I know this is inconvenient, but it is important for security purposes. So if you expect to be having a video problem, anticipate that. If your computer breaks, email me and you maybe can join another class session if necessary. But everyone must take the test with video on. There are no exceptions to this rule. Just like TOEIC or just like a TOEIC exam, you have to follow the rules. This is the same thing. I cannot just let people do what they want to do. We have to have some basic security for testing purposes for your protection, to make sure that your grade is protected by everybody having the same rules applied to them. Okay? Now I will go through, just like I did with Flipgrid, I will go through how to make a video for Schoology. So let's do that now. Okay, here we are at the Schoology website. You can see schoology.com. So what do you do? Well, I would log in through my professor's account, but you will come here. You'll come to sign up, very simple, and you'll come down to student, very simple once again. And then you're going to see sign up for Schoology, access code. Well, I will give you an access code in class, and I will post your access code to the Cyber Campus. But for our testing purpose, I've got a sample code. Again, this is not for you. This is not a test. This is not a code for you. This is just a sample code to make an example class. And I will enter this random code, and I will type in my name, so Kevin Leader, and I'll make my email address. Just make a username, Kevin Leader. And I'll make a password here, and I'll make that I'll make it more unique. I'll make it Kevin Leader 83, the year I was born. And I'll make it my birthday. I'll even let you know my birthday, June 17th, 1983. I just had a birthday, did you know? All right, and by registering that, I can do this. And now I am in the test. This is the page. This is the little test class that I made. And what you will do, this is a little assignment that I made for you to be able to see how this works. I made a test called Confirmation Registration. And you will do this. You'll come here and it'll say, I have registered for this website and I'm reading this now. And you will click, yes, I have registered for this. And I will submit it, and I will submit it, and I will say, yes, I have. And that's it. This is a way to show me that you can show me that you have signed up for it. This is not worth any points, but this demonstrates for me that you have done it. That's it. That's all you need to do to register for Schoology. When we take the exams, so I'll come to my course here. This is your course. On the exam day, after I open it, you will see that the test is open, the test is available, and you will click it, and then you will be able to access the final exam. And we'll all be doing that together. We'll be doing that together in real time. We'll be doing that live. Okay, so that is how to sign up for our written exam, So now I can log out of this website, and that's it. All right, so I will bring our video back to full screen. So if there are any questions about this process, later in this class, if you're watching this for the first time, I will be available for any questions you might have. Otherwise, you can contact me throughout the week with any questions you have. If you're having difficulty registering or you're having difficulty preparing and you're not sure what to do, please contact me about those issues so I can help you. I recommend very strongly, look at my eyes, I got the crazy eyes right now, very strongly to test this early. Test this early because if you are trying for the first time on exam day and you're having a problem, there's nothing I can do for you. There's no time to help during the exam time. So you need to know what you're doing in advance. That's why you have 1 week to get ready for the written test and 2 weeks to get ready for the speaking test. You have lots of time, and I'm giving you time this week to do that. Not only that, but I'm giving you time next week during our regular class during the speaking test week. You will have time to spend time on that as well, because during the speaking test week, we are not meeting on WebEx. We are only meeting together for the written exam. Okay, this concludes my little video tutorial. If you have any questions, please contact me. We can talk about it either during this week 13 class or thereafter by email or CyberCampus. All of the documents that I have for you, the class codes and the explanation of the exams will be on the CyberCampus waiting for you. All right, good luck and thanks for watching.